Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Brooklyn Nets facing the Houston Rockets. So the Rockets win the tip. Pass to Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
That's John Wall.
Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Aubrey, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Joe Harris.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Wall looking it over. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Tice throws it down.
Wall doing a really good job as the floor general, moving the pieces around to get his team a high-quality look.
And the first time out. Call to the game for Brooklyn.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
And he's able to get it back. And here's Wood outside. Sinks the triple. Woods got his second basket of the night.
And Wood has become an intimidating presence at the arc, able to knock down that three with consistency. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now, here's Tate. Lays it up off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Harris outside. Left side, Irving. Pass to Claxton. 5 to shoot. Durant just inside the line. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
To the inside. Green deciding where to go with it. Tice, no one around him. And too long on the shot. Here's Irving. Tate with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Wall. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harden, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Timeout charge to Houston. Your Clutch City Texans. That was your Clutch City Texans.
Rockets leading by 5. Wall's shot is good.
Yeah, the D had better start buckling down. Off the floor. Wall is a super charitable guy.
No doubt about it, G.A. I mean, he raised money for rent assistance. He donated N95 masks and meals to hospitals, and that was done just in the last year or so. Very, very outgoing with his generosity.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's Porter outside. Drains the three-pointer.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Taking 2 shots.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And he sinks the second.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Stripped it away. On the wing, Harden.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Houston ball.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Houston leading by 13. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around. him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
It's the Nets now. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Brown. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
.26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Millsap. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Wood. And so Houston again turning it over.
Brooklyn ball.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Timeout call.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. Harden scanning the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 5 points so far.
You know, Harden is so hard to deal with when he drives because you know he's looking to draw the foul, and trying to defend him without fouling is a tall task.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
That'll be a 5-second call. And Big Ben's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Hill and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter.
Back to Gordon. Drills the three-pointer. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
And the basket by Harden.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Christopher. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was slick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep and broad to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Stops, pops, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Who's coming out of the court? Get loud for your Club City Dancers.
Up top, Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list. goes on, and a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
A nice shot by Irving.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Harden. Rockets with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. Pass to Şengün. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Şengün's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
James Harden.
And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Gordon for three. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 19. Irving with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Irving can't get it to go.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Outside Gordon. And he finishes nicely on the way. Gordon's got 9.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Timeout called the Nets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Nets making a switch here. Brooklyn with the ball. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.